Now let us move to the next attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Razzaq, the sustainer, the one who provides all things beneficial to the creatures. Wahhab, we said that he gives whom he likes, what he likes, without any accounting. And here in Razzaq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, He gives you, He sustains you things which are needed for your survival. And these things come to you through different means. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا كُلٌّ فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. There is no creature creeping on the land, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got his rizq to give him. Every one of them is getting his rizq, his sustenance from Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows where that thing has to stay and where it is going to be deposited, means after the deaths. Everything is written in a very clear book. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Razzaq, He gives. And we know that ayah from Surah Al-Dhariyat, which we have already recited in one of the episodes, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ مَا أُرِيدُ مِنْهُم مِّن رِزْقٍ وَمَا أُرِيدُ أَن يُطْعِمُونَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الرَّزَّاقُ ذُو الْقُوَّةِ الْمَتِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, He said, I did not create the jinn and the ins except to worship me. I don't want from them any rizq, any sustenance. I don't want them to feed me, because Allah is the one who gives, who feeds. He is Razzaq and He is powerful. But here we should understand that the rizq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is hidden in this earth. We have to find it out. And this shows that even when you try to find out your rizq, you have to take the means in your hands. Without means you can't get it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, هُوَ الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ ذَلُولًا فَامْشُوا فِي مَنَاكِبِهَا وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ وَإِلَيْهِ النُّشُورُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this earth dhalulan, subject to you. So walk into its tracts and find out your rizq and eat from its the rizq which is provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the earth, and the resurrection would be towards Him. So by walking in the paths of the land, the earth, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to tell us, take the means in your hands. And when you take the means, you will get your rizq. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the example, many examples. One of the examples, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that if you have trust in Allah, the total trust, you will get your rizq sustenance as He gives it to the birds. The birds, they go out in the morning from their nest empty stomachs, with empty stomachs. But when they come back in the evening, their stomachs are full. This also shows, this hadith or this example, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you your rizq if you trust in Allah, but you have to take the means. This is the example of the birds. They go out, they fly out, they find out their rizq in the land, and then they come back in the evening and they got their rizq completely. Here I give you another anecdote that a man, a trader, he got a son, and he said to his son, take this money, go with this caravan, do trade and get back with more money. So this lad, who was just a young man, he went with the caravan. Now what happened, the caravan was passing through a jungle, and they camped there. In the early hours of the morning, the lad saw a very strange sight. He saw that there was a fox, a lame fox, which can't even move. It can hardly creep on the land. And he was thinking, who is going to sustain this fox? From where it is going to get its food? Then what happened? A lion hunted a deer, and he ate from that deer, and he left some flesh and ran away. Now the fox started creeping to that left out flesh, and he ate from it. Now the lad said, Subhanallah, look at this fox. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving its food right at that place where it was staying. So why should I travel? Why should I bother myself moving from one country to another country? Why should not I live at home? So he came back. He left the caravan, he came back. His father asked him, what happened? And then he gave the story. The father said to him, boy, you have seen the fox, but you did not see the lion? The lion who hunted for himself, and then he left the food for the lame fox? Be like a lion, not like the fox. And with this we come to the end of this episode. وصلى الله تعالى على نبينا محمد والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.